to our Tech Switch India. And for this, I welcome to Mr. Ajinkya Petkar, sir. He is the director of Tech Switch India Private Limited. This company works basically in IoT sector and PHP and also in the mobile application development. So now I request to our HOD, Mr. VK Khekar, sir, to guide the students regarding this visit.
Thank you, Patil sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So on behalf of MVP's RSM Polytechnic, I once again heartily welcome Ajinkya Petkar sir to MVP. And before we start the event, I would also like to thank him for taking out the time from his busy schedule and helping our students to know what is there in the industry. And even though in the pandemic scenario like this environment is going on, still how industry is surviving, how industry is working, and how we as an IT engineer can take a big leap in the normal people's life in ensuring that the future of the whole society community is going to be safe. So IoT, you are all must be very, very new to this particular topic as these students are from second year information technology. So IoT stands for Internet of Things. So basically when you are using this QR code for phone pay and Paytm and all, so this is nothing but a kind of scenario where the IoT comes into the picture, and it has a very vast spectrum, because slowly and slowly, if you're going to observe, the field is changing and everything is getting connected to the internet. And information technology is a domain where you want to communicate each and every machine, whether it is a physical machine, whether it is a virtual machine, whether it is a mechanical, electrical or electronic machine, we want to combine them and exchange the data. So this industrial visit is very, very fortunate for you. And I request Petkar sir to please give all the information what he has to our students. And I request the students that they should patiently listen to everything, understand maximum things, clear their doubt, because this is one of the most important parameter that is going to change your life and your future and your career. So all the best, student. Thank you, Patil sir.
Thank you, Khedkar, sir, for your valuable guidance. Now I request to Petkar, sir, to share your knowledge with our students.
Okay. Good afternoon to all. First of all, I would like to thank Ketkar sir and Patil sir for giving me an opportunity for giving an astonishing lecture on IoT, which is the right now current trending. It is in trending. So first of all, I would be sharing my screen. If everyone is able to see my screen and hear my voice properly, please put chat in the. Please put yes in the chat section. Okay, if everyone is able to hear me and able to see my screen, just put yes in the chat section. Hello, all the students? Yes? Yes,
Yes, sir,
okay,
you are
great.
audible.
Yeah, great. Okay, so what is IoT first of all? It's Internet of Things. So anything that is getting connected to Internet is called as IoT. Like a chair. Chair is getting connected to Internet, it's called Internet of Things. Soil, okay, like agriculture. Agricultural soil is getting connected to Internet, so that is called as an Internet of Things. Okay, like just Ketka sir told about Paytm and Google Pay. Like your bank is getting connected to Internet, so that is called as an Internet of Things. So all these things, like you are transferring money. Okay, you are transferring your money. Money is a thing which is getting connected to the internet. So these are called as Internet of Things. So I would be just showing you what are the kits that we are going to use. I won't be giving, let's say, what we can say PPT or such kind of thing. I would be directly sharing you with the actual things that are in picture in Internet of Things. The first thing that was launched for Internet of Things, I think so everyone is able to see my circuit. Okay, so I would be just reducing the brightness so you can see it a bit properly. So this was the first IoT device that was discovered, which is you might be heard of Raspberry Pi. So this is a Raspberry Pi. So is everyone able to see this Raspberry Pi? Yes. Okay, so this Raspberry Pi has a HDMI port. You can see an HDMI port is there. The USB port is there. Okay, it has 4 USB ports. You can see 4 USB ports is there. One LAN port is there. So it is the first of a kind computer which gets connected to the internet. But the problem with this was that this is very costly. Like this costs around 3,500 to 4,000 rupees per equipment. For example, you want to turn on a fan or light. Okay, fan is a thing, light is a thing, which is now getting connected to internet. Okay, so at that time, if I install a 3,500 rupees equipment for just to turn on the fan and light of my drawing room, then it would be very costly to come to what we can say, to do all the home automations at my home. So it would be costing me around 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees. So this is not used right now in industries. It is used in a less proportion. For higher operation it is used. Then this came, this is called as an Arduino. Arduino Uno is a cheap software where you can do all that functions that a Raspberry Pi was doing, but it was costing only around 700 rupees. So this was costing only around 700 rupees at that time when I bought. Okay. So right now, which is the latest technology? So this is the Arduino Uno Vemos. Okay, this is the Arduino Uno Vemos, which has a built-in Wi-Fi. Okay, you can just see this has a built-in Wi-Fi. So this is actually a correct equipment for our project. Any kind of project in the industry, whatever you would be doing. So that is the perfect example. Okay, this has a built-in Wi-Fi. Okay. Then again, the problem was the size. If this equipment, if I want to fit it in my circuit, like home circuit, you might be having your main circuit. So it's not possible. So this is a new Arduino. It is same like this one. The only difference, its size is very small, and it has a built-in Wi-Fi too. So this is Arduino Vemos Arduino D1 Mini. This is Vemos Arduino D1 Mini. It has a built-in sensor of ESP8266 Wi-Fi. This is a built-in sensor. This is a separate sensor you can get in market also. You can attach that sensor to this, but again the cost of it would increase. Okay, again the cost of it would increase from 600 plus 500, that's 1100. So this costed me around only 300 rupees. So when I would attach this, actually this project is right now going on. Okay, we are going to create the world's cheapest home automation system. Right now we are actually into the agriculture part. In Pipalgaon, we are actually building a IoT based device that I will be sharing with you in some white. But first of all, this is the equipment that is going to change, which will be there in everyone's home. So what would be the profit of this? So whichever light or fan or whichever you want to control device, you can control it via your mobile or via Alexa, or you can control it via Google Home. Okay, like AirPod, also, or HomePod. Okay, you might have heard of Apple's new launch of HomePod. So it is like Alexa and Google Home. So these are the smart IoT devices which are currently in place. Okay, so in order to communicate with that, you must know about some servers. So you might have heard of a language called PHP, like Facebook. Facebook was developed in PHP. So first of all, we are going to study the language that is PHP. For that, you need a software called as XAMPP. Okay, right now I am using an operating system which is called as Mint operating system. I am not using a Windows operating system. The plus point of Linux operating system is that it doesn't require any antivirus, it doesn't require any firewall. The security is maintained by their centralized server. So for industrial purposes and not to use pirated software, we are right now, our company is right now into Linux. Okay. So first of all, there is no difference. You will be finding the same software, similar kind of software in Windows also. So till this point, have you all understood the different types of IoT kits that I just showed? Yes? Hello? Was the camera capturing clear? Not sure about that because I have shared the screen, but I haven't shown the IoT kits. Was the IoT kits clear to everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay, great. So I will be sharing you with some good sensors also. So which kind of sensors are there in IoT? Like this is a mic sensor. I would be just focusing, I would just focus my camera and I'll be just showing you. So this is a mic sensor. Okay, so this is a mic sensor. So it has a built-in mic. Okay, so this is used for recording any voice. Okay, so just attach this to your microcontroller and you attach a solar panel to it. You can keep it anywhere and you can hear that voice from any point of area, from any place in the world, because it would be getting connected to internet. Again, you can have a vibration sensor. This is a vibration sensor. Okay, this is a vibration sensor. This is a relay. This is a relay. This is a temperature and humidity sensor. So there are different kinds of sensors. I have a servo motor. So today we are going to work on a motor. Like everyone has heard about robotics. Okay, so we would be making a robot arm today. Okay, we would be making a robot arm today. Just move this servo motor using internet. We would be moving this servo motor using internet. Okay, that demo I am going to give. You might have seen this breadboard. Okay, so we can use some breadboard also. But in the actual industry, we don't use breadboard. We use a PCB. So this is a PCB that I am using, and we are developing for our what we can say home automation system. This is the way it's going to be. This is the way it's going to be. Okay, so that is a different story. Right now we are into soil moisture sensor. Imagine, okay, this is a soil moisture sensor. Imagine you can just check the soil moisture level and tell and organize an algorithm and check whether today that there is going to be rain. If it's going to rain, then there is no need to start the motor and give the plants water. Okay, automatically it would be absorbing the rainwater. Else, if the moisture level is already high, automatically a shade would be generated in order to avoid excessive water to the plants. Excessive waters to the plants. So these are the different sensors. There is even a Bluetooth sensor. I think so. You might have heard of Bluetooth. So you all think that Wi-Fi is there. Why sir is showing us Bluetooth? Today also all the mobile devices are getting connected to headphones via Bluetooth only. So Bluetooth is not an outdated technology. It is the latest technology. And even you are like if anyone is having a new car, so they have this Android Auto and Apple CarPlay feature where you can sync your phone using Bluetooth only, not Wi-Fi. Okay, so these are the different things that are right now connected to internet. Right now, you might have got new cars like Hyundai Venue, Kia Sonet, Kia Seltos, MG Hector. Okay, these all cars are connected cars. Okay, even Tata Altroz is a connected car. So all these are connected cars. From where is why they are called as connected car? Because they all have IoT devices. Like you just say turn on the vehicle. You just say turn on the vehicle, automatically that signal is sent to the internet. That there is a small sensor in your car which hears that signal and automatically turns on the vehicle from anywhere in the world. Like I am sitting in US, I'm just saying turn on the vehicle, it would turn my vehicle in India also. Okay, so that's called as connected car. Okay, so automobile industry is also connected to computers now. So you can see there might be what we call a recession in automobile industry, but there is never a recession in computers. IoT with ML, not I would be saying IoT, but we have less time, so I would be just sharing you with IoT. Okay, why IoT with ML is very into the market right now. Okay, ML like your Google Home, machine learning is there. You can teach, you can give Alexa skills also. There is a section called Alexa skills. In that you can develop these words. If you just Google it, you would get a good idea of that. So first of all, I will be starting with some programs in PHP. So I will be creating two buttons. I think so everyone has heard of HTML. I will be just using some HTML tags and PHP tags in order to do the program. Okay, in order to do the program. I will be just using a form. Okay, I will be creating a form method equals to post. I think so everyone has heard this syntax. Okay, everyone has seen this syntax. The form method equals to post. I will be creating a table, a row, a column, and I'm going to write over here switch on. Okay, I will be just saying switch on. And I will be just giving a button. Input type equals to submit. And I'm going to name it as btn on. Value equals to on. And I'll be just running this program. I'm going to just run this program. So this is okay on. So whenever I will be clicking on, the motor should be turned on. Okay, automatically. Whenever I will be clicking off, it should be turned off. You will see it in mobile. By using mobile also. So I have just created a server. Okay, I will be just sharing with you how it's working. So first of all, this is for button on, and one similar button we will create. We will create a button switch off. I will just send here off and btn off. Let's see whether there are two buttons now. Yes, turn on switch and turn off switch. After that, we can just use a toggle switch also. But first, we will stick with small things. Then we will go for some designing. So first of all, I would be just creating a PHP code. This is a HTML code. HTML is a client side code. HTML is a client side. I want to insert this data into my database. So I am using a MySQL database. So I am just going to click on new. So you have heard of create database name, create table name, attributes, values. Okay, so insert into table name, values, update table name, set, delete from table name, drop database. Okay, drop table, then drop table, no, delete the table. Okay. So these are the things we have heard. So db underscore IoT is my database name. So in this software, we don't need to write any queries. Automatically, these queries are fired. See, in industry, whenever you would be working in industry, you don't need to learn the queries. But that doesn't mean you should not know. Okay, if you know the queries, then only you can move. Of course, you need to know join queries, inner join, left join, right join. All these queries are very important in industry. But right now there is no need to be using some ready-made tools. These are not ready-made tools, even you can write queries over here also. So I can write a create table query over here. It helps me in writing the query also. But I will be using its UI. Okay, so I will be creating a table called as PBL motor. I will be creating a table called as PBL motor. I am going to give a motor ID. Okay, so you might be heard of primary key and auto increment. So I think so you might be aware of this primary key concept. Primary key is a key which cannot be added. The data of it cannot be repeated. Okay, it has to be unique and it cannot be kept empty. Okay, the difference between primary key and unique key is primary key cannot be empty and unique key can be empty. Okay, so that is the major difference. Even you can allow null. Okay, allow null in unique key, not in primary key. So motor ID, and I will be just writing over here status. So status I will be keeping at 0. So by default it is we have created a table. Okay, in that MID and status, and by default the values I would be putting is one empty value. So you can see the status is 0. So right now the motor value is 0. Okay, so right now the motor is what we can say stopped. Okay, the motor is stopped. Is everyone understanding what we are going to do? Yeah, I will be just showing you what we are going to do. Okay. So my software is good. Yeah, just turning on software again. My Tease software. Okay, this is a Tease software which is in Linux for camera. So you can see this motor. Okay, so we are going to rotate this motor. Okay, we are going to rotate this motor via internet. So that's the plan. Okay, we are going to rotate this motor via internet. So has everyone understood what we are going to do first of all? Yes. Hello. I want a two-way interaction so that everyone can. I should able to understand whether you are understanding or not, or shall I repeat or not? Hello.
Arjun, Anjali.
Anyone? Yeah, come on.
Ashutosh.
The students who are very talkative should at least speak whether they are understanding or not. Yes, okay. There was a very low yes. I would be just repeating what I did. Okay. So first of all, we created a page in PHP. Okay. In that we created two buttons. One was switch on and the second was switch off. That I just showed you. See. Okay. So by clicking on, the database value should be 1. By clicking on off, the database value should be 0. And this value our hardware will also detect. Okay, so first of all we will make this 1 and 0 via our program. So for that I would be using a PHP script for server side program. So I will be writing if is set $_post of btn on. If I just say on, extract $_post. This is a ready-made function which we use in PHP in order to catch the value. I don't need this. Okay. So first of all, we are going to connect to the database. So $con equals to mysqli underscore connect localhost comma root comma password comma db. What is the database name? db underscore IoT. So what we are doing, we are going to connect. Whenever I will click on btn on, I will be connecting to my database. I will be connecting to this. And after that, I am going to fire a query. mysqli underscore query $on comma update TBL. What is the table name? TBL motor. So I will be writing over TBL motor set status equals to 1. Okay, and if I click on button off, what would be the status? 0. So let's see whether it's working or not. On, see, 1, off, see, it's 0. So this is called as front end to back end connectivity. So this was my front end. Okay, so this is my front end. Okay, so this is my front end. And this is my back end. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to create two buttons, switch on and switch off. Whenever I'm clicking on switch on, it is going on and it is going to change the values in the database from 0 to 1. Have you heard of database? I think so. You are done with database, right? Some MySQL or something like that. PostgreSQL, MySQL, Oracle, Access. Hello? Hello?
So you're audible.
Are they done with the database?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Okay. On, I will be just clicking on, that's 1. Okay, off, that would be doing 0. So this value would be read by what today? That this value would be read by my hardware. So first of all, before working on hardware, okay, so before working on hardware, so this is used for industrial projects. Okay, this hardware is used for industrial. I will be just putting everything aside. I will be just maximizing the screen and just arranging the camera. I think so you all are able to see the Arduino board. So you are able to see these pin numbers also. So these are some pin numbers from D0 to D13. Okay, you are able to see this D0 to D13. So these are called as digital pins. Okay, these are called as digital pins. And at this side you have the analog pins also. Like there is A0. You can see in the bottom there is A0. So that is an analog input. There is a 5 volt, there is 3.3 volt, and we are very confused right now how to program. Okay, so how we can solve this problem? First of all, we will understand how we can connect to it. So there is a motor. Okay, there is a motor, and it has 3 wires. Okay, it has 3 wires. In order to connect to our hardware, there is one socket where we can put the input. So in order, there are 3 wire structure in trunks, which are called as male to male, male to female, female to male. Okay, so these are some kinds of wires that I am going to use to run my program. So I am just going to remove 3 wires from my hardware, for my hardware. So I will just showing you how to connect this. In order to connect this, if you don't know, what you can do is, you can just Google the architecture. I have already downloaded. I will be sharing the notes if you want. Okay. So these are the circuit diagrams that I already have. This is the servo motor diagram. Okay, so this is the servo motor diagram. So you can see at the 3 number pin, they have put this light yellow color. Okay, so you can just check it out whether we have a light yellow color. So you can see the first wire. Okay, the first wire is a light yellow color. The first wire is light yellow color. The middle wire is red, and the last wire is brown. Okay. In the similar way, whenever you do some electronics program, red wire is connected to VCC, that is 5 volt, and brown wire is connected to ground. Okay, whenever there is current and ground, then only the circuit flows. So in order to do that, what I am going to do is just see. I am going to first of all put 3 pins in this. Okay, so I have attached these 3. I am going to take the yellow wire. Okay, I am going to take the yellow wire. Okay, the yellow wire, I am going to put it in D3. See, this is red actually, but my yellow is connected to this red. Okay, this yellow is connected to this red, so no problem. Then comes the middle wire, which is the 5 volt that I would be giving to 5 volt. See, here is the 5 volt. Okay, you can see that there is a 5 volt. Okay, I have put that to 5 volt. And the last one is the ground. I will be putting it to ground. So this is the circuit done. You can just see the circuit. Just lifting it. Okay. So this is the final circuit. So in order to run this, I have a cable. Okay, so this needs your mobile cable only. This needs your mobile cable only. Not the new cables which are for fast charging, but the old one, Type C cable. I'll be just connecting it. You just can see what a light is glowing. Okay, so we are connected and we are going to write some program. So in order to move this motor, I am going to just write hash include. You might have heard of library function. So I am going to use a library function servo.h because this is a servo motor. I am going to create an object of servo. Okay, and then I am going to just attach my pin mode to D3, output. So this, what is this D3? D3 is the digital pin. Okay, D3 is the digital pin that we are using. Okay, D3 is the digital pin that we are using. See, you can see over here. It's the digital pin that we are using. So that's why I have made that digital pin to output. Okay, and I'm just going to rotate it. Okay, so digital, so I have to attach it first of all. So S1 dot attach D3. Servo motor is attached to D3 and S1 dot write to 180 degree. I am going to rotate that motor to 180 degree give it a delay of 1 second, and again I am going to rotate that motor to 0 degree. Okay, so in Linux I have to give some permissions. You don't need to see these permissions if you are using Windows. This is for security purposes. I have kept it in my laptop. I'm just going to tools, select my port, and I'm going to run it. So let's see whether this motor works. Okay, I have just took the wrong spelling. Okay. Takes a couple of time. It's writing the program, and you can see that the motor is moving now. Okay, so it's a robotic arm. Okay, okay, it's very irritating. I would be, in order to stop it, I just break the circuit. I just broke the circuit. Okay. So has everyone seen the motor moving? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a very simple program. What I did, I just attached it to output pin mode P3, which is connecting. Okay, and I've just put it to 180 degree and 0. So what is why I put it to 180 degree? I will be just showing you one. Okay, I will just. Okay. So I think so everyone is able to see me. So 180 degree is like your hand. Okay, so hand. So this is 180. Okay, so this is what your 180 degree. You can't go to 360 degree. Okay, so your hand or your legs. Okay, they're working on even your hand, palm. Okay, if you can just see, you can just see it's in 180 degree. Okay, each and every section is in 180 degree. So if you want to create a robotic arm, okay, so what you can do, you can attach a servo motor over here, servo motor over here, and servo motor over here. Okay, so this is for movement of this. Okay, this is the movement of this. So this is the simple way of a robotic arm. Just switching the camera again. Okay. So as I think so, everyone has understood why I have used 180. So I want what I want to do. I want to make this 180 degree go a bit what we can say slowly. Okay, I want a small kind of delay in it. So what I do, I would be using my for loop. So I think everyone is familiar with for loop. So if integer I equals to 0, I would be going from 0 to 180 degree, 0 to 179 degree, or 1 to 180 degree in I plus plus. Okay. So first of all, I will be writing over here s1 dot write I. I'm going to give a delay of small delay of 15 milliseconds. Delay of 100 milliseconds. So what will happen? First of all, it would take the position of 0. Then 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 5 degree, 6 degree till 180 degree. And then it would be stopping. So see the speed of this motor I have reduced via programming. Just see. I mean, it's not moving. S1 dot write integer I equals to 0. That's correct. S1 dot write I. That is also correct. Just reducing this thing. See, I increase it to 100. It will be a big time. The motor is not moving. Oh, see, I just stopped that motor. That's the reason. I had removed the wire. I just put 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's moving. Okay, you can just see it's moving. A bit, small bit, it's moving. You are not able to see. I will be just rearranging the code. Let me make it 50. The reason it was not moving because I had just stopped it by removing the wire. So let's see whether it's moving or not. I see a bit of it is moving. Just small steps. I will be just increasing the speed a bit. It's using the 20-second delay. It's not moving. What we will do, I equals to 0. That will be just declaring over here integer I equals to 0. Okay. It was a bit fixed. So you can see it's now working. So let's see the speed, it is going gradually. Okay, it is going gradually. Okay, it is going very gradually. So this is the story behind your motor. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I want to use it via internet. Okay, so in order to access this website to this hardware, what I would be doing, I would be making some programming changes. So I had already told you, let's see again our circuit, that it has a built-in Wi-Fi. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this Wi-Fi to my office fiber, that office Wi-Fi. And my office Wi-Fi is connected to my laptop. See, you can see my Wi-Fi name. Okay. So it's connected to Airtel underscore my mobile number. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the same code over here also. So first of all, I'm going to use IoT Connect. This is the server code that I have designed. Okay, so this is used for enabling my hardware, which is ESP8266 Wi-Fi. I have already put my Airtel Wi-Fi password. Okay, this is my office password. Please don't come to office using this password, or else you will be getting connected to my internet. I have just disclosed my password, and this is my Wi-Fi name. Okay, and this is the IP address I need to put. So I haven't yet arranged my IP address. I would be just finding my IP address. I have config. So this is my IP address, which is 192.168.1.7, and we just put in this IP address over here. And I will be turning my Wi-Fi and server on. See, I will be just turning my Wi-Fi and server on. The setup section. I'm just going to use this function. Okay, so in order to use this function, what I would be doing, I would be just writing my file name, which is in PHP. So what is my PHP file name? IoT underscore demo. Okay, so I will be writing over here IoT underscore demo. Okay, I will be creating a page called v.php. I'm going to take input from that page. If this b.php has a value 1, then I would be writing it as 1. Else I would be writing it as 0. I would be turning on the motor, else I would be turning off the motor. So for that, I'm going to just call this function get device status in my loop. Okay, and if this payload is equals to 1. What I am going to do, digit S1 dot right 1000, sorry, 180 degree, else S1 dot right 0 degree. So if database value gives us 1, okay, so we will be writing 180 degree, not 0 degree. So what I will do, I will be creating over here another page called p.php, and I will be connecting to my database. So in order to connect to my database, I am using this as database connection. $q1 equals to MySQLi underscore query, $con, comma, select star from TBL. What we can say, select star from TBL motor. Select star from TBL motor. And I am going to fetch where MID equals to 1. I am going to fetch the value, that is y $r equals to MySQLi underscore fetch underscore array of $q1 equal $r of fetch. So see what happens. Here if I run p.php, so you can see whatever the value is there, 0. If it is 0, then you can see it is as 0. If I set it to 1, you can view as 1. So this 1 and 0 would be read by this code. If it is 1, then it would turn the motor to 180 degree. If it is not, then it would be turning that motor to 0 degree. So for instance, I am going to just check whether it works or not. So serial dot begin to 9600. This is a buffer where I will be just checking whether my code is giving correct answers or not. So serial dot write println. Okay. Let us run this program. Let's see if everything works good. I think so. It would be. We have an error over here. Okay, so I'm just checking in my serial monitor. I'm getting 1. That's correct. Okay, and you can just see. Okay, just seeing this motor. Okay, so the code is done. I think so. You can see the position of the motor. Okay, I won't be changing this motor position. And what I will do, I would be just using my a.php file. I'm just clicking on turn on, or I will be just clicking on turn off. Okay, you can just see the motor. Okay, so it is now upward. Okay, so the motor is upward. Now I will be changing it to on. So now the motor is downward. Okay, so this is via my software. This is via my software. So I will be sharing a live video with you right now. Okay, how actually it's working. So I would be just showing you the same thing on my mobile also. Okay, I will be sharing 2 screens at a time now. So you would be able to see it properly.
So what is Grid, you ask? Grid is a unique platform to manage all of my...
Okay. So I would be just turning on my mobile server. So you are all able to see my mobile right now. Okay, just reducing its screen. I think it's not possible. We just reducing this screen. Okay, and I'm going to just use my mobile phone, and I'm going to type over here 192.168.1.7. That's my laptop's mobile IP address slash and my IoT underscore demo. So I'm able to see two pages. I'm just going to click on it. So you all are able to see my motor right now, and you all are able to see the switches also. So I'm just click on turn on. I think so it's already on, so it's showing that. I will just click on turn on. So see, I'm able to change it via my mobile also. So turn on. So I have just connected it to my server. Okay, so this thing I have connected. I am operating it using my mobile. Okay, I'll be just showing. This kit is not getting transferred via your, what we can say, wire. Okay, so I will be just attaching, one sec, I will be just attaching it to my home not office PC. Just give me 1 second. So I think so. I would be just focusing on that servo motor. I will be just taking that servo motor close enough. Okay. So this is the servo motor. I will just putting this servo motor a bit close so that you can see. So it's now connected to a switch. Okay, it's right now connected to my switch, and you can just see it. It's in upward direction. Okay, the switch is actually too far. Okay, but I think so everyone is able to see it. So it's in upward position. Okay, so what I am going to do, so this is my mobile. I will be showing you the mobile also. So this is my mobile, and I'm just going to click on turn. So it's in downward direction. Again, I would be. So I can handle this motor from anywhere from the world. Did everyone understood what actually I did? Hello? Everyone? Yes? It's getting operated via my mobile. Okay, it's getting operated via my mobile. So the coding was a bit different part. Okay, if you want to learn what is IoT, you need to learn what is PHP. Because PHP is needed for server-side programming, HTML is needed for client-side designing. Okay, Arduino IDE is required for programming in the computer. This Wi-Fi code is a permanent code. You can see it in Google also. And we have attached it to our v.php. In v.php, we have used what? We can say we have used to fetch the data, whatever the status it is having, and finally the code worked properly. Any doubts, any questions, anything you would like to ask about IoT or IT in the near future, you can ask. Hello.
Students, you have any questions? So please ask.
Yes, anyone. Sanjeevni, Nandini, Aniket, Yogesh, Anjali, Ashutosh. Atharva, Dhanashree, anyone? Anyone? Ah, yeah, if I was a student, I would have a lot of questions because there should be a lot of curiosity in you. You can ask any question, any dumb question is accepted over here. Any dumb question, no problem at all. If you don't understand English, then you can ask in Marathi or Hindi also. There is no language barrier. You can ask. I think so. It should be in English only. You can. Yes. Anyone? Any questions? So big technology, no questions.
अंजली साक्षी काही
Ajit,
प्रश्न असेल तर विचारा.
Ajit, I think so. You have a lot of brilliant students.
Means in this IoT, only coding is main. Coding is important. All the materials come ready-made.
Yeah.
We just have to plug and
Yes,
play.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Actually, we are into computer science, so we need to know how to make this sensor work. Okay, we need to take their proper reading. We need to create a good Android API or Android app. In short, we are into even if we are to programming an IoT, our main focus would be on our computer field only. Many students are confused with this also. Okay, what is IoT? Electronics we have to learn again. No, no, it's not like that. We will be sticking with our computers only, but we need to know how to get data from these IoT hardware. Okay, so for that we have used this Arduino. Arduino gets connected to each and every device in the world, whichever sensor, whichever hardware you can pick. Okay, that sensor or hardware can give inputs to this Arduino. Arduino can send this data to the server, and from server, once the data is in server, we can access that data from anywhere via our mobile. That's the main thing behind IoT. In people, actually, we are right now working on this project called a soil moisture sensor. I will just show you the sensor at right now on which we are working. Okay, just turn my camera on. Okay, so this is the sensor that we are right now working on. Actually, this is not the actual production sensor. This is a sensor you might get in on Amazon also. But we are working on this for finding the soil moisture levels and level for grapes. Okay, so that we are actually doing. So they can view the data, like the farmer can decide whether to turn on the motor or not. The farmer can also understand whether the electricity is available or not. Okay, so all that he can view it via using his mobile. Okay, so that is the one thing that we are right now into. Okay, one more product is our home automation system. So that also would be the world's cheapest home automation system. It would be only costing you around 300 to 400 rupees for two fans and two lights to make it on internet. Yes, Anjali, you can ask. Do you have any questions, Anjali? Or your mic was on? Okay. Yes, anyone with
What is
any
the costing
questions?
for home automation system? If you want to switch on, switch off the light, fans,
If we want
maybe
to,
from this.
1,000 rupees max. 1,000 to of course that is my development cost. Upon that I would be adding my logic cost also. Okay, so that 1,000 rupees would be more than sufficient for two
For the
lights and
hardware.
two fans. Yeah, if
1,000
you take
rupees
it
for
from
the
us,
hardware.
the same cheaper. 1,000 rupees for my hardware costing because you call it. We have actually made this from Hong Kong. Actually, this is from Hong Kong. We had shipped it. Okay, so this is the hardware that we are working on right now. Actually, the work is almost done, but due to pandemic, we haven't yet promoted the product.
Okay. So I think students don't have any questions.
Yeah, no issues with that. If you have any questions or any doubts or any kind of thing you would like to ask related to computers, okay, you can contact Ashik sir also, and you can have my number also. Okay, you can just call me and you can ask for any kinds of doubts or any questions if you have regarding anything in the IT field. You can even visit our office. You can see different kinds of IoT projects. We have even developed a smart helmet, a smart PUC, but that is not in broad level. We have just designed it. We haven't yet made it to the what you can say particular organizations. But yes, we are into that also. Okay, so I think so we can close the session. If anyone doesn't have any questions, I would just yeah, great.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ajinkya Petkar, sir, for your valuable guidance and showing us this sample programming of IoT.
Yeah.
I hope this session will help our students to improve their, and
Yeah.
our students will also work with you or also would like to work with you for this IoT project.
100%. They can anytime visit my office, see what kind of stuff I'm working on, and I would love to show them my work also. Yeah.
Yes, definitely our students will contact to you for
Yeah.
the project development.
Great, great. Nice talking to you all, students. Have a great day ahead. Enjoy the day. Stay safe. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Bye.